The draw for the 2026 FIFA World Cup is unfolding live, and the energy in the air is palpable. As the final teams are placed into their groups, the anticipation only grows. The first team drawn, Canada, enters Group B1, its path to the world stage just beginning. Soon after, the United States is drawn into Group D1, sparking excitement across the nation. The tension builds as teams like Brazil, Germany, Spain, and Argentina are drawn into their respective groups. Each name etched into the history books of this prestigious tournament, each group defining the road ahead. For the defending champions, Argentina, their journey will begin in Group J, where they will face off against Algeria, Austria, and Jordan, promising a battle worthy of final. This draw holds more than just names. It's a statement of where history will be made. For Brazil, the five-time champions, it's a journey filled with hope and pride, while Germany's 4 World Cup wins hang heavy on their shoulders as they enter Group E, alongside tough competitors like Ecuador. The Netherlands, ever the runners-up, are now placed in Group F, where they will face off against Japan in a clash that could be a defining moment of the group stage. As the ceremony continues, Group H emerges as one of the most intense, with Spain, Uruguay, Saudi Arabia, and the newcomers, Cabo Verde, set to face off in what promises to be a fiery competition. Every draw stirs a new wave of emotions, with fans holding their breath as each decision is made, knowing that team's fate is being sealed. The stakes have never been higher, but it's not just the powerhouses who are feeling the heat. Newcomers like Haiti and Panama are stepping into the spotlight for the first time, showing the world that the underdogs are ready to make their mark. The draw has placed them in formidable groups, but the resilience of these teams will be their true test. They enter with nothing to lose and everything to prove. As the draw reaches a conclusion, we see the emerging groups take shape. Group A, with Mexico, South Africa, Korea Republic, and the winner of European Playoff D. Group B, with Canada, Switzerland, and the winner of European Playoff A. Group C, featuring Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland, and Group D, with the USA, Paraguay, Australia, and the winner of European Playoff C. It is clear that every match in this World Cup will be a battle for survival, a quest for glory that transcends borders and unites nations under one banner: football. The world watches in anticipation. Every draw is more than just a decision. It's a turning point. The teams will soon take their place on the world stage, but for now, their futures are written in these bowls. Each group contains giants. Each one holds potential for surprises, and each game will be a testament to the passion and power of football. As we look ahead to the next chapter in this global spectacle, the emotions are as high as ever. With the final placement confirmed, there is no turning back. The tournament will soon commence, but for now, we are left with a lingering sense of excitement, anxiety, and the certainty that this World Cup will be a battle like no other. The names have been drawn, the journey has begun, and the countdown to the ultimate showdown is already underway. The excitement from the World Cup draw still hangs in the air like the smell of fresh grass at a packed stadium. As fans, pundits, and players alike process the groups that have been revealed, there's a palpable buzz of uncertainty and excitement. This is no ordinary tournament. With each passing year, the World Cup grows in significance, not just as a competition but as a symbol of global unity and passion. Every country, from the most seasoned powerhouse to the underdog, sees this tournament as a chance to make history. In Group A, Mexico and South Africa are set for a rematch that promises to be anything but predictable. The two teams have previously crossed paths in international friendlies, but this time, stakes are much higher. The Koreans, fresh off a strong qualifying campaign, are more determined than ever to make their mark on the world stage. Group A is shaping up to be one of the most thrilling, with the potential for all teams to advance. And let's not forget about the European Playoff D winner. Whoever it is will have a chance to surprise the world. Moving to Group B, the Canadian national team has long been on the periphery of international football, but this draw could mark their breakthrough moment. A mix of youthful talent and experienced players will give them a chance to compete at the highest level. Canada's journey into the tournament's deeper stages won't be easy, especially considering their opponents. Switzerland, a team that consistently punches above its weight, will pose a serious challenge. If they can rise to the occasion, Canada could emerge from the group as one of the surprise stories of the tournament. While Canada may be an unknown entity to some, Switzerland is far from that. With players like Granit Xhaka, who has the experience of top-tier club football and the leadership of Captain Jan Sommer, Switzerland enters the World Cup with a quiet confidence. Their matchups against Canada and the winner of European Playoff A will test their ability to handle pressure, while also allowing them to assert their dominance. But don't expect them to have an easy ride. Their matches will be critical for the Swiss to advance. Meanwhile, Group C has Brazil as the undoubted heavyweights. With the likes of Neymar, Vinicius Jr., and Casemiro leading the charge, the Brazilian team is one of the most potent forces in world football. As five-time World Cup champions, Brazil knows exactly what it takes to succeed on the world stage. But despite their pedigree, the Brazilians have always had their share of surprises in the group stage. Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland will all provide challenges that will make Brazil's path to qualification anything but straightforward. Morocco's potent counter-attacking football, Haiti's relentless energy, and Scotland's organized defense will force Brazil to be at their best. A stumble here could set up one of the most shocking moments in this World Cup. In Group D, the United States find themselves in a rather intriguing position. Having shown great promise during qualifying, they now face a tough challenge with Paraguay, Australia, and the winner of European Playoff C. The U.S. has an exciting squad filled with young talent like Christian Pulisic and Weston McKennie, but this tournament will be their real test. The Americans have had their fair share of ups and downs, with great expectations often followed by crushing disappointment. This year, however, the stars seem aligned for a team that has the potential to reach new heights. However, Australia's gritty, no-nonsense style of play will be a hard test for the U.S. to navigate. The Socceroos have been consistently tough competitors on the world stage, and the Americans will need to be prepared for a physical battle. As we look at Group E, Germany's 4 World Cup trophies hang heavy in the air. The Germans are no strangers to the weight of expectation, but their current squad looks a little less dominant than in years past. Still, with a tactical genius like Hansi Flick at the helm, Germany is never a team to write off. The likes of Joshua Kimmich and Leroy Sané will be crucial in dictating the play. Ecuador, their Group E counterparts, will bring an underdog spirit to the table. Ecuador has been impressively competitive in recent years and will not be intimidated by the history of their opponents. The real clash here, however, may come between the Germans and the winner of European Playoff B. These teams are hungry to show their worth, and their encounters will surely be nail-biting. One of the most intriguing groups, however, is Group H, which features Spain, Uruguay, Saudi Arabia, and the newcomers Cabo Verde. Spain enters the tournament with a younger, dynamic team. Their passing game remains one of the most beautiful in the world, and the emergence of players like Pedri and Gavi brings new hope for the Spanish faithful. But this World Cup could be Spain's defining moment, where their evolution as a team, built on the foundation of tiki-taka, is tested against more physical teams like Uruguay. The Uruguayans, with their blend of experienced players such as Edinson Cavani and Luis Suarez, and younger talents like Darwin Nunez, will be tough opposition. Uruguay's tenacity and resilience could make them formidable opponents for Spain, Saudi Arabia, and Cabo Verde. With the Saudis in the mix, a group stage upset is far from out of the question. For Cabo Verde, this is a chance to prove that they belong at the world's highest level. Their qualification to the World Cup is already a triumph, but now they'll face the real challenge, competing against the best. Their team has shown immense spirit and skill, with players who have experience in Europe's top leagues. Cabo Verde is no stranger to overcoming the odds, and their matches will be as much about survival as they are about making a statement. As for the other groups, the competitiveness of the tournament is set to be unprecedented. Group F will be a battleground between the Netherlands, Japan, and 2 yet-to-be-decided teams. The Dutch team, always strong contenders but often falling short in big tournaments, has a point to prove. Their squad, led by Virgil van Dijk, will have to live up to their potential. Japan, a team that has grown leaps and bounds in the past few years, will add a unique dimension to this group with their lightning-fast counterattacks and disciplined defending. Every match in Group F will be a fierce competition, with the final standings being a tough prediction. This World Cup promises to deliver a spectacle like never before. With more teams than ever before, the diversity of playing styles and talent on display will make it an unforgettable experience for fans around the globe. From the opening whistle to the final goal, every moment will be filled with drama, excitement, and emotion. The draw has set the stage for what could be one of the most unpredictable World Cups in history. Now that the groups are set, the countdown to the opening match begins. Every country will have its eyes on the prize, but only one will emerge victorious. As the players take to the pitch, they will carry the hopes and dreams of millions of fans, each game more intense than the last. The tournament is set to be a clash of titans, where history will be rewritten and legends will be made. The global spectacle that is the FIFA World Cup has begun.